Hey there, Nocturnes! Welcome back to English Me dito sa Nocturnal Sage, a guide for those left in the dark. Ako nga pala ulit si Kuya N, ang inyong class president. Noong nakarang meeting with Sir Jeremy, didiscuss natin yung tungkol sa paraphrasing at natutuhan natin kung gaano kahalaga yung ganung kasanayan. Bukod sa hindi tayo malalagot sa plagiarism, ang paraphrasing at least magmumukha tayo matalino at alam yung pinagsasasabi o pinagsusulat natin kapag nagtitisis tayo o nag-oral defense. Mas lalo na sa oral defense, no? Para naman hindi halatang nang-opya tayo. At saka ginagalang din natin yung mga gawa ng iba. Yun yung pinakamahalaga. Bukod sa magmumukha kang matalino, mapapanatili mo ang iyong integrity bilang isang estudyante at scholar. Yun yung pinakamahalaga. Tandaan nyo yan. Ngayon namang gabi, dadako na tayo sa panibagong lesson. Actually, ibang unit na to eh. So, tapos na tayo sa unang unit, yung pagbasa ng mga academic text. Hindi lang pagbasa, kundi pang-unawa. Ngayon, tayo naman ang magsusulat. So, ang una sa listahan ng mga sulatin, bukod sa abstract, okay, o summary, yun yung bali unang sulatin natin, yung summary. Pero yung talagang ibang klaseng sulatin, yung talagang decreative, ngayon na magsisimula. So, ngayong gabi, ipapakilala sa atin ni Sir Jeremy ang reaction paper. Narinig nyo na yung reaction paper, di ba? Pinasulat na kayo yan sa social studies, sa science, at ano-ano pang mga subject na kung saan nanood kayo ng isang movie o anumang film. Pero, legit ba na reaction paper yung inyong sinulat? Malalaman natin yan sa unit na ito. So, sa ngayon, introduction pa lang. So, tuturuan tayo kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng fact sa opinion at saka tuturuan din tayo kung ano ang primary at saka secondary sources. At ano yung kahalagahan ng mga apat na iyon sa pagsulat ng isang reaction paper. Kaya samahan nyo na ako sa ating klase with Sir Jeremy, baka malit pa tayo. Oh English me, oh English me, gusto kong matuto ng Ingles pero hindi alam kung paano.
Welcome to a brand new unit class. For tonight we shall start with how to write a reaction paper. Pay attention to these big questions that you may want to think about as we move along so that you retain your purpose for going through this lesson, okay? So the topical questions for tonight are: how can I express my opinions well? How can citation of sources help me improving my points? And what's the difference between conviction and persuasion? So our objectives for tonight are to form opinions based on facts, cite specific sources to support claims, and present ideas convincingly. We won't necessarily attain these objectives within tonight. We might do so in the next upcoming episode. So for tonight, we shall focus on definitions and the basics. Let's start with forming opinions. First, you have to remember that reaction papers are about opinions, but not simply opinion. It has to be, yes, supported. So therefore, a reaction paper is written by people who wish to express their opinions on a particular subject by citing facts in order to make the text objective. So we have people, places, events, and others that can be critiqued, that can be opinionated. So that can be your subject. Whenever you watch a movie, read a text, or see an advertisement, you generate different ideas in your mind. And these ideas can be classified into two groups: facts and opinions. In order to express our opinions well, we have to first distinguish between facts and opinions. So do you remember the difference? Okay, a fact is an objective statement of past or present truths and realities. It's something non-contestable, whether or not you are, whichever, let's say, political party you support, you have to agree that it is a fact because it has been seen, it has been heard, probably smelled as well, touched, felt by everyone. Then it is a fact, a cold truth. On the other hand, an opinion is something that is arbitrary. It is a biased statement of a person's subjective disposition towards a subject. For a person, it is right, but for another, it's wrong. So if there will be differences in perspectives, then probably an opinion is being stated as well. So that's the difference between facts and opinions. When we write reaction papers, we include both. But the main idea, the thesis statement, should be the opinion. And that the supporting information would be the facts. Now let's go to the citation of sources. Whenever we form opinionated statements, we have to back them up with facts so that they will be believable. That is the primary reason why we write reaction papers, because we want to sell our perspectives, our opinions. And to do that, we have to let our readers believe and know that what we're preaching can be true, at least thought of as true. Sources can either be primary or secondary. Now, primary sources are the ones that include information that can be acquired directly. For example, the responses you get from interviews, the raw information that hasn't been sifted through. That's primary. That's a primary source. Your observation of a certain group, your examination of certain objects and others. They were not lifted from an article, but you saw them or heard them with your own organs. And whichever sensory information you've acquired, that has come from a primary source. But if it's manipulated and sewn into words via an article or a book or a web page, then that becomes secondary because it has already been sifted through by someone else. Someone acquired the primary information, then modified its appearance as much as possible, stuck to the main idea of the information, and then reported it to someone else. So that report is a secondary source. Examples include gathering journal articles to support one's claims, books that you've read and cited in your, let's say, past researches. Yeah, watching TV on something and then you'll report about it. Then the TV is it could be the secondary source. Even though it's recorded, still it went through the channel called video camera. And we never know what if they edited out certain sounds or statements, right? So it's safe to assume that they're secondary. In the next episode, we will talk about how we can present our ideas convincingly, given the facts and opinions we have, as well as the supporting information we've acquired from primary and secondary sources. So for now, question before we end this lesson. Which do you think should be more frequent? Primary or secondary sources? Comment down below your thoughts. Continue surviving in the dark until the next class.
Oh English me, oh English me. Gusto kong matuto ng Ingles pero hindi alam kung paano. Sino ang magtuturo? Gusto kong matuto na talaga. Oh English me. Word of the night. Festoon. Noun. Ang first three na makakapag-comment sa baba ng meaning at ng kanyang original sentence ay magkakaroon ng special mention sa susunod na episode. Kaya ano pa hinihintay nyo, Nocturnals? Mag-comment na kayo sa baba bago mag-Friday para masama sa editing ng inyong post. Kung nagustuhan ninyo ang episode na ito, i-like nyo lang. Saka kung may mga tanong kayo or suggestion kung paano pa mapa-improve yung delivery na lesson, ay mag-comment lang din. Saka i-share nyo naman to sa mga kakilala nyong senior high na prepare ng AYAP sa darating na pasukan. O nga no, pasukan na pala ng karamihan ngayong linggo, kaya tamang-tama kung i-share nyo to sa mga wala pang reference materials sa English for academic and professional purposes. Try nyo lang i-share. Baka di nyo, malay nyo, mag-viral. Hindi naman din talaga inaasahan namin. So, pero bukod dun sa pagiging viral ng video, possibly na maging viral, modest kami. Ang mahalaga, nakatulong kami sa mga estudyanteng gustong magpatuloy sa pag-aaral. Alam niyo naman ngayon, hindi tayo makalabas at wala tayong katabing teacher. Kaya dito lang tayo umaasa sa Nocturnal Sage at kung anong pang mga reference materials na meron tayo sa internet. At bukod doon, sumali din kayo sa ating private Facebook page. Yung link nasa description, tapos nasa credits kanina na di ko lang alam kung na-note nyo. Pero kung sakaling seryoso kayo na makapag-suggest ng mga topics na nahihiya kayong i-publish sa baba, sa comments, meron kayong safe space para magpakatotoo at ungkatin yung mga usaping dapat pinag-uusapan. Kung nahihiya kayo na pag-usapan yun sa sarili nyo sambahayan o circle of friends kasi iba yung takbo ng isip nyo, gusto nyo makakilala, makipag-usap sa mga kagaya mag-isip ni Sir Jeremy at sumali lang din kayo. Libre naman yung membership basta may account ka ng Facebook. At higit sa lahat, mag-subscribe kayo at itap nyo yung notification bell para hindi kayo mahuli sa anumang updates na ilalabas namin sa susunod na linggo. Tuwing Tuesday at 8 PM yung release ng mga bagong episode. Ang Nocturnal Sage nakafocus yan sa 4 na larangan. Ang una ay self-conquest. Kung may pinagdaraanan kang mga sama ng loob, galit, depression, hindi kami psychiatrist, hindi kami magpre-prescribe ng gamot, pero tutulungan ka namin, bibigyan ka namin ng tips kung paano daanan yung mga ganong klaseng emosyon. Base sa experience na rin ni Sir Jeremy bilang isang young adult. Bukod sa self-conquest, meron din tayong communication. Given na yung English me. Bukod sa pagsulat at pagbasa ng English, pwede ka rin namin turuan kung paano mag-develop ng self-confidence kapag makikipag-usap ka sa mga tao, whether in English or Filipino. Public speaking also. O nga no, kung susuportahan ninyo ang channel na to, ang playlist na to, mas lalo ng playlist na to, yung English for academic and professional purposes, baka mag-umpisa na ng bagong playlist si Sir Jeremy, ang para naman sa Oralcom na blockbuster subject, Kids Choice Awards ng mga estudyante ng grade 11. Sa lahat ng mga subjects daw, yun yung paborito nila. Kaya supportahan ninyo ang channel na to. Magsimula kayo sa channel na to, sa playlist na ito. Pakita nyo yung love, ang support nyo, at baka yun yung gawing regalo ni Sir Jeremy. Okay? Kung supportahan nyo yung channel na to. Pangatlo ay ang leadership. Kung bago kang halal na student council president o anumang position, kung ikaw ay nagtatrabaho na, bagong promote na young professional at gusto mo matutunan yung basics ng paghawak ng mga tao, gaya ng pag-delegate ng trabaho sa mas nakatatanda, para din sa iyo ang channel na to. At pang-apat ay ang expansion. Kung naghahanap ka ng paraan para lumago sa iyong karera, mapa-estudyante man o mapa-professional, naghahanap ka ng paraan kung paano matamo yung ganong klaseng paglago, pero sa kabila ng kinikita mo, kuwari, o sa kabila ng mga tataas na grades ay parang may kulang pa, pwede ka namin i-coach para hanapin kung ano yung mga skill sets na kailangan mong i-develop para sa sarili mo, para matamo yung ganong klaseng self-actualization o fulfillment. Salamat sa panonood. Ako muli si Kuya N. Kita-kits sa susunod na episode ng English Me dito sa Nocturnal Sage, a guide for those left in the dark.